Hello my dear students, welcome to your EVS class, Environmental Studies class. Today we will start a new chapter, chapter number 13, a river's tale. Do you know what is the meaning of word river? You already know what's a river, right? And what about tale? Tale means stories. Okay, so we are going to learn a story about river. We are going to learn from where do the rivers originate. Okay, and what all are the problems that are faced by a river. So let's see from where do the river originate. Before we go to the river, let me ask you, what is the most important thing in a river? Water, right? Water. We have learned the uses of water starting from your lower classes onwards, right? We know that water is very essential for life. It is play a very important role in our life, right? It is very essential. What all are the uses of water? Why it is called as an essential for our life? Because we use water for different things, right? We use water for watering the plants, washing the dishes, drinking, washing the clothes, cooking, bathing. There are different uses of water. These are all things we have learnt in our lower class. We know already the uses of water, right? Next one. The water that we get it from different sources. Okay, we'll get from different means. So there are two different sources of water. One is natural sources of water and another one is man-made sources of water. One source of water is natural sources of water and the next one is man-made sources of water. First, let's look into the natural sources of water. The water that we get naturally, that nature has provided for us, they are called as a natural sources of water like ocean, sea, river, ponds, lakes, rain, stream, glaciers. All these are natural sources of water. It has given by the nature. It was created naturally. Okay, they are called as natural sources of water. Among this, can you tell me which source of water is a fresh water? Yes, rainwater is the purest and the fresh water. Okay, the fresh water, which is the fresh water? Rain. Rain is the fresh water. So we talked about natural sources. Now let's move on to the man-made sources. From these natural sources, they provide water for the man-made sources. And from these man-made sources, we get water. So let's see which all are the man-made sources of water. Tap, tube wells, hand pumps, reservoir, or we call it as dams, water tank, wells. These are the man-made sources of water. With these sources we get the water. But these water, from where they are coming? They are coming from the natural sources. Okay. So these are the two sources of water. First one is a natural source of water and the second one is a man-made source of water. Now let's go to today's topic, that is, how do rivers originate? From where do rivers begin? Okay, you can see a picture here. You can see a small river flowing through the middle of the hills. Can you see it? Rivers originate from the higher ranges like mountains and hills by melting down of ice and snow. Okay, the mountain tops, you know that when you go to the northern side of India like Himalayas, you can see that the mountain tops of Himalayas are always covered with snow and ice. When these snow and ice melts down, they flow down as streams. Okay, they flow down as streams. So rivers originate from mountains and hills by melting down of ice and snow. These streams flow down and they join the rivers. Okay, this is one method. The another method is that by collection of rainwater. You would have noticed sometime the river, sometimes it turns dry, right? Sometimes it will be filled with water. Have you ever thought why it is so? It is actually because the rainwater, when it collects in the river, it gets overflowed, it gets filled up, okay? But when there is no rain, what will happen? The river gets dried up, okay? So one way of forming the river is by collection of rainwater. One method I told, it is formed from the mountains and the hills by melting down of ice and snow. The another form is that by the collection of rainwater, the river forms. Okay, the next one is glaciers. Okay, I'll tell you the spelling: G-L-A-C-I-E-R-S. Okay, glaciers means a slow moving river with ice and snow. Okay, the ice and snow which is broken down from the mountains, they will fall down, and what they happen? They will melt down and it turns into river. They are called as glaciers. What they are called as? Glaciers means slow moving river with ice or snow. What will happen to these ice and snow? When they come to a warmer places, they will melt down and that will turn into river, to water, okay? And thus the river originates. So river originates from the mountains and rivers by melting down of ice and snow, or by the collection of rainwater. They also form by the glaciers, by melting of ice and snow. Okay, so these are the different ways by which rivers are formed. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is a picture of your textbook in page number 108. There is a speciality in this picture. They have asked you to write a story based on this picture. I'll explain to you what the picture is all about. Okay, as I told in your previous slide that mountain tops are covered with ice and snow. Can you see it? They are covered with ice and snow. These ice and snow melt down and they flow down as streams. Okay, look, the stream is very pure. They are very, very pure. It doesn't contain any dirt in that. So that you can see there are lots of fishes in water. Right, there are lots of fishes in the river. Okay, then from the river they have passed to the villages. There are also the number of fishes, they are decreasing. As they reach the city, what happened here? You cannot find any of the fishes in the river. Right, when it reached the village also, the number of fishes started decreasing. But when they reach the city, you cannot see even a single fish in the river. Do you know what is the reason behind it? The reason is pollution. Pollution. Reason is pollution. Mixing of harmful substances with the air, water, soil causes pollution. Mixing of harmful substances. That is what is meant by pollution. So today we will learn about water pollution. We'll go back to that slide once again. So we'll see that in the villages pollution happens because people are bathing in the water. They are cleaning the clothes. They are cleaning their animals. Because of that, what happened? The water get polluted and fish starts dying out. But when they reaches to the cities, there are so many harmful substances are released to the water body, and that causes water pollution. So, we will learn first what is water pollution. When harmful substances are discharged into water bodies, they cause water pollution. When harmful substances, there are different kinds of poisonous substances which make the water impure. Those substances, when they are released, discharged means released, when they are flown to the water, what will happen? The water bodies will get impure, and that water will turn into a contaminated water, or we call that pollution as water pollution. Okay, you can see in the picture, you can see how the harmful substances are being mixed with the water body and how they have turned into an impure water. Now let's see what all are the causes of water pollution. Okay, there are so many. All what I have shown here are all man-made causes. Human beings are responsible for that. Okay, man is responsible for making the water impure. So let's see one by one what are the different causes of water pollution. First one, dumping of household waste in water. Okay, you would have seen people throwing the garbages in water. That makes the water impure. Okay, next, untreated sewages means that from your toilet, if there is no proper connection to the septic tank, what will happen? Most of the houses, instead of connecting to the septic tanks, they have connected the pumps to the rivers. So all the waste from the toilet will get dumped in the water body. That causes pollution. So dumping of household waste, untreated sewages. Next one is industrial waste. Industrial waste means the waste that is thrown out from the factories, chemicals, liquid waste, all the waste which has to be dumped properly and treated properly, they are being dumped or released to the water bodies. Okay. Other one, washing and cleaning the clothes in the water, in the river body, in the river, as well as the bathing in the river. All these are the recent causes of water pollution. Dumping household waste, untreated sewages, discharge of industrial waste, washing and cleaning clothes and bathing in river water. All these things together makes the water pollution. So we understood that all these what I have shown here are all human-made causes. Humans create all the problems. They disbalance the balance of the environment. Environment is living in a balanced way, but we human beings are disbalancing, making problems in the environment and creating the environment and turning the environment into an impure environment. So as you children, what you have to do, dump the waste in a proper way. Treat the water carefully, use the water carefully, and don't waste the water, use it very judiciously. Okay, so this is the topic what we have covered today, a river's tale. We learned from where do the rivers originate and how does we human beings makes the water impure and causes pollution. I hope these topics are clear for you. You will read the textbook, you will answer the questions in the textbook. Thank you, my dear children.